Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time for some more Modern World Mod in Hearts of Iron 4. I'm Emilio Scalvin, where I was momentarily forgetting what I was playing. So, our continued attempt to build more AK-47s is going excellently. Like, the worst part is that's a, repainted AK-47 there. You can tell that's an AK-47. Come on here. Oh, well. Anyway. We're 272 out of 420. A lot of our resource problems will be solved once we invade Sudan, and those that aren't will immediately be solved by the invasion of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Right now, our mass military expansion has gone rather quite well. Right now, areas are just being filled up with military factories, and we're pretty much capping out on it, which ain't bad. Do we have towed artillery? We do, so we should probably upgrade our production line, methinks. Improved artillery. Alright. And also right now we are attempting to finish off a second army to put us at 48 out of 48 troops. Giving us probably the largest army in Africa if I had to take a guess. Egypt might outpace us on that, but that's about it. Yeah, Egypt outpaces us, probably. But we pretty much then get a free ticket across the continent. DRC might. Plus then invading into the jungle. Ugh. Alright. So, we're going to go with dispersed support, obviously. And we're going to keep moving on it. I'm going to try and push through here eventually. Will we have to go through Car? Like, this is going to be a shitty, place to invade. Truth be told. That is a good friggin' choke point for them. Luckily, they aren't good enough to fortify it, so we're probably okay. At some point, I would like to get Eritrea. Djibouti is pretty much on my do not touch list, thanks to the guarantee, but, you know. Independence of Djibouti is guaranteed by France. Fucking French, man. Ceramic body armor. Check. Okay, so start working on the artillery improvements. Alright, does the Sudan have any tungsten inside of it? No. So we still don't have tungsten access. We have to go to the DRC for that. One of the main reasons why we want to go there. The only goddamn place around here to get any. Hell. We get a whole 1 tungsten if we invade Egypt, but let's not. And say we didn't, because that's a terrible idea. Alright. Probably time to get some modern heavy equipment. Improve our resource gain. That will improve our overall production. Get us a whole extra steel or 2. Hard to complain about that, I suppose. Okay, we really only need 10 of those. Probably only about 5 of those. Probably only about 5 of those. Leaves us with an extra factory. Which, I guess we'll put the extra stuff into artillery since it's upgrading right now. That's not unreasonable. Alright. And we have encryption and decryption up to normalish levels, so we can get proper details now, hopefully. 14 to 29. Yeah, they're hovering around, 20 right now, I think. Okay. Those divisions will soon be done training. Anything else in industry that we need? $900 days, 400 days. I guess probably a bad idea. There's got to be something else here. There's also support brigades I should consider as well. Ooh boy. Field hospitals, signal companies. Hell. What does our army even have in it right now? Engineer companies and support artilleries. Don't really have much else. I'd really like field hospitals. Like, trickleback and XP. Trickleback is just huge. Because we are going to be on a limited manpower supply with this fucking African conquest we're pretty much probably going to be doing. Alright. We'll put in a field hospital to our main army. Alright, so what do our shortages show right now? Need a pile of motorized. Alright. Need a pile of sport equipment. Could do it. A major reactionary rally. Very well. Improved industrial robots. Only 130 days. Excellent. For even more factory output and max factories in the state. Good. Actually getting a hold of all this is going to be a bit tricky, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we need 955 of this. Unfortunately, we're not even generating one a day right now. I'll put that to high priority. Make sure it gets everything. Yeah. I'm getting up to a whole almost 2 a day now. Gonna take a while to fill. Quite a few orders. Alright, let's scale that down and scale this production up. Good. 2 a day. And climbing. Alright. Not enough equipment to train. Yep. They're pretty much going to come very close and then cap out, which is okay for now. That's okay. Military buildup 5. Alright. 28 out of 28, perfect. So, with military buildup 5, we've now done the industry that we need. There's also infrastructure, which I'd like to get to at some point, but we'll worry about it later. For now, let's work on politics. Alright. We'll see. Alright. Political focus ready. Very close to being trained now. Yeah, we got 3 on the ground, it looks like. Not bad. We're really trying to push this up as much as possible. We actually get less as we add factories there, which is kind of bad. But alright. 8 guns a day is practically nothing, unfortunately. But that's alright. Right now, all that matters is our support equipment gets filled out. That's really the only holdup right now for everything. 17 equipment. Need like 17, 18 equipment each battalion. It'll be fast a ton. You're right, it would be. Unfortunately, I don't really want to buy steel. Try to not import if I don't have to. And I'll do everything in my goddamn power to make sure I don't have to import, so. Small arms research time. Okay. Anything else here that'll be good? Let's see. Reactionary constitutionalist. Start getting you for the drift towards the monarchist factions. Alright. Alternate less effective goods. Yeah, more or less. It's like we're making plastic scalpels or something, you know? I mean, there'll still be scalpels and all that, but... Rubber scalpels? I don't know. That's apparently all we have. Alright. Managing to pump it out fairly quick, though. Fairly quick. 16. Slowly. 47. So anywhere between like 11 and 13 each. Truth be told, I'm going to put these on a high priority. Like, let's get them their equipment. Alright. Preparations made. Okay, offensive lines set. Free military factory. Put it on guns. Okay. You guys are both green to go. I'll get a new commander, please. Alright. Sudan, here we come. 7% world tension. Should be fine. May the heavens help us. And we're pretty green in the front, though they opened with their attack. We will very quickly be counterattacking, as they've weakened themselves and left themselves open. Excellent. Begin pressing, and I'm going to assume we're already probably out of certain materials. God knows. I mean, they don't have anywhere near enough materials to fund their entire army, so pushing through shouldn't be too hard. If we can put enough pressure on them, I think we'll be okay. Because I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, well, we already have more steel, so that's a start. The conquest of South Sudan has already given us access to oil and steel. Hallelujah. And we even seized one of their military factories. Although the battle has been slow elsewhere. That's okay. Mm-hmm. 3 new divisions are popping out. Good. Go out there, guys. We got 48 divisions. Everyone gets out there and gets trained. Let's go. Okay, the political focus is complete. Move to the School of Ideology. Yeah. I think we'll be able to win out here just by sheer equipment factor more than anything. Like, we have the ability to develop all this territory. We did it. And now we have at least some quantity of sustainability for our troops. A lot more than they do, I'm pretty sure. So if we can keep our troops fed and clothed, we'll win out eventually, because I don't think they can. You know, a little bit of a limb to go out on, but not entirely unreasonable, I don't think. Especially considering we're seeing most of their dudes at strength of 50%. Alright. Army offense might just be great to go straight for that. Yeah. Plus 5% offense in general will help. Hopefully push over some battles. Alright. We've actually lost some ground here. There we go. Retook it. I figured we wouldn't be too long without it. Free military factories. Well, alright. We're gonna need everything. Just keep pumping. Pump out those materials. Like, none of our factories are at full production efficiency yet, so... Well, okay, that's not true. Tanks and motorized are. Though we aren't seeming to have a problem with motorized. Mostly watching our gun needs shoot up. Yeah, that's bad. But at the same time, there's no way they are pulling it in any better. And there we are, some extra steel. There, we're getting a whole extra gun a day now. Alright. So we're mid-2003. Pretty far ahead on all industry. Okay. Slowly pushing through land doctrine. Guess we'll go for better weapon sights. Like, just some small stuff. That's all we need right now. Withdraw from your attack there and launch it there, would you? Thanks. Push into that. Let's try and get an encirclement and destroy it. Like I said, these guys have a more modern army. But to me, that just means that they need more equipment. And honestly, the more I press into this, the more I start believing they won't be able to. There's no resources in this area, but looks like. All right, we got the encirclement here. Good. It means they need more equipment. That's all I can say. And we need, what, 2 provinces at this point? And then this central Sudan region becomes ours? There we go. That's 4 of their military factories. Jeez. Let's consult our intel state here, why don't we? They have 5 military factories left. And your entire army's made of motorized. Whoo, boy. Yeah. Alright. 5 military factories is not enough to supply this army. Or, indeed, an army of any size if it's motorized. Those things are going to quickly fall to disuse. Alright, so we just got to bleed them out of materials. Our economy can handle it, theirs can't. Let's see. What else do we need? There's got to be something here. I feel like we should get, like, better battle tanks or something. Even though I don't really use tanks all that much, we'll at least get them. No reason not to at this point. We are pretty far ahead on most techs. So. Like, a fully reinforced motorized like this is able to hold up a lot of my soldiers right now. It's a big deal. That's why we just kind of have to keep pressing and attacking. We can wear them down. Alright, Khartoum is their last major source of resources, so... If we can take their capital, this war is over. If not for any reason of them surrendering so much as they won't have any resources or factories left. With Khartoum having 18 unlocked slots, I can take a wild guess and say that the most of their remaining military factories are here. Considering they have over here 3 unlocked slots and 0 unlocked slots. Fight through and break all their fancy equipment. Alright. Withdraw from your assault there and launch on Khartoum. Withdraw from your assault here and launch on Khartoum. Yeah. They aren't going to let me take Khartoum particularly easy if I had to guess. Of course, everything else just got cut off. What a shame, huh? What a crying darn shame. Which means everything up here is now screwed. Alright, you guys come around and be the hammer. Alright. Yeah. The siege of Khartoum will take forever to clean up, but like I said, everything up here is now cut off, so we'll see what we can get done here. In the meantime, I would like to clean up this region as best as possible. That's another military factory we knocked. 10 out of 10. Seriously, everybody just go. Freaking put an end to these guys. They don't have enough fuel, they don't have enough reinforcements, they don't have anything here. We can end them. End them easy. Alright. In the meantime, the northern push is working beautifully. How about you guys get reassigned to this line? I want it refortified. 97, 98, come on, 98. It's holding. Major monarchist rally, that's what I like to see. Yeah, 99. They're collapsing. They collapsed, alright. You guys, all reassigned to this. I want to break the siege of Khartoum, damn it. Okay, anything else we need in terms of, we can move to free trade. Or limited exports, even. It's tempting. We do lose out on construction speed and stuff, but, yeah, I think limited exports is the call here. We need all the steel we can get. I mean, we have enough chromium, so that's something. Could almost get one tank a day here. Ugh, if only we had steel. Right. We're slowly breaking the rest of this damnable country here. The army up here completely cut off from supplies. We'll be able to push back into a port in no time. The siege of Khartoum, like I said, will take quite a ways of time to break, but we can do it. They only have 4 military factories, so their ability to produce much of anything is... Yuck. Alright. So, national power. Get to it. And I suppose we'll need to do some research. Overwhelming firepower. It's just about 2004. Might as well start on this. There we go. Looks like we can finally bust through at Khartoum. And the remains of the Sudan are ours. They can't hold out forever in there. Excellent. Oof, this was a long, bloody war, but I would say we came out on top pretty good. Can't wait for the naval texture for this mod, yeah. Like, this mod shows a lot of potential. It's far from done, but shows a lot of potential, that's for sure. We nearly control 50% of Khartoum, which we control all of Sudan after this. After we take the city of Khartoum itself, I'm pretty sure. They'll just capitulate. So, 13 defense, breakthrough 2. 11 defense, breakthrough 100. I'm not gonna lie, like, tanks with a breakthrough modifier of 100? Yeah, alright. What gives me the biggest defense for my buck, then? Because I want to include those. 15, 30. Alright. IFVs it is. So we can easily combine tanks and IFVs, I think. Alright. It's within our acceptable bounds. Turn. We're done. The Treaty of Central Sudan. There we are. I am pleased to announce that we have new Ethiopia. Also, need to, like, reassign some dudes here. Okay. Need to find like 4 more dudes that are in there. 3. Whoop. There. 24 out of 24. Good. We'll just put you here and you guys here. For now. Don't need them to be anywhere else right now. We're probably done with war for a little bit. Just a little bit. Because suddenly we have a pile more development slots available to us. And we do have resources, so that's something. Plus our army is horrifyingly under-equipped right now. Like, pretty bad. Oh, jeez. You know, wouldn't mind getting 1 tank a day. There. We're at a deficit of only 63 steel now. Ain't that fucking lovely? Ugh. Steel is hard to come by, I tell you. Steel is hard to come by. I say eyeing the Democratic Republic of the Congo, which would give me 100, 200, 220-ish. And I mean, as far as their army goes, we're likely to be very similar in size. Here's the thing, though. They have 8 military factories. Me? You know, I have a little bit more. Why don't I trade? I guess I really should at this point. It's coming to a point where I need to. Alright. Question is, who do I trade with? The only one on this continent would be the DRC, and I don't really want to give them more factory access. That's not true. Mozambique, Madagascar. And Mozambique alike. There. That should cover at least a decent amount of our needs. Yeah. Not full, but it's definitely good. We now produce 120 rifles a day. Yeah, if we're going to go get to war with the DRC, we're going to need the ability to fully manufacture things, so I guess I don't have a choice. I need to find and acquire a little bit more. Since I don't have a fleet, I don't really want to do any overseas trading, though. That's the part that sucks. Eritrea, sure. Not like you can do anything with the steel anyway, you only have 1 province. So, we need one more import. Nambia, you'll do. Okay. We've got all our steel needs met. Now let's look at tungsten here. Anyone in Africa who is not the DRC? Pretty much all I'm looking for. And the answer is no. So I'm going to have to import this from overseas, which I hate to do, but we'll do it. There. All of our resources are set. Leaves us with 8 spare factories. I think at this point we want to start pushing more civies up then, if we're going to start importing. That's alright. There. All of our needs will be met in no time now. So, with the world tension at 20, I don't know how far we can go. I think the DRC will really be the last one, won't it? We're only doing one then. Because once we go over 25, all hell breaks loose anyway, so. If we're going to go over 25, we might as well go over 25. You know? In the regular Congo. Slowly but surely, the monarchists are growing in power. Excellent.
Our community grows.
And now that that's done, the royal... No, wait, we have to go Path of Order first, sorry. And thank you to Desir01 for following. Oh, and I missed Gaming Supa. Thank you for following. Guess you did it while I was stepped up for a moment. Alright. Attack countries east of the DRC? We'll see. I'm going to wager that since we have a few tank brigades, we can easily punch through. Like, those tank brigades will be the key to punching through. I'm going to take a wild guess and say. Like... The tank brigades can't defend for shit, but each one of these have a breakthrough of 280. So... a decent soft attack in of themselves. As far as I'm concerned at this point, there are only two kinds of things I really want to build. Like, we'll edit the paratrooper brigade here. Armored battalion. Modern tank, I guess? Or move. We should have Gen 1 IFVs. So what are those considered? Cavalry of some sort? Or, sorry, motorized? Mobile battalion. Motorized infantry, light mechanized. What are they considered? We're gonna have to figure that out. Mechanized. Okay. We can do that. They are mechanized infantry. Alright. Okay, okay. And we give them field hospital and all that as well. I mean, each of these is 50 defense, right? So. Yeah. Ridiculous, but... you know, a combination of the two. Like, we only need a few of these. These we do not need many of. Right? We do not need many of these. Like, if we want artillery... yeah, defense is only 58, but soft attack... twice the soft attack, but much less on the defense. So basically we end up with the defense crew and the offense crew. Like, the tanks, they just punch through. The IFVs, they stop the punch-throughs. Outside of that, we don't need much. As far as I'm concerned, my school of tactics. Those two alone will be enough. We might need a mince brigade or two, which is just made pretty much entirely of artillery, and maybe a few tanks or something in the front. But that would be about it. So tanks and IFVs are basically what I need to go for. We need to modernize fast. Because, I mean, let's be honest here. I can only avoid war with NATO and or Sisto for so long. And if I'm going to be going up against the fucking US and probably Russia at the same time, I'm going to need an army that just literally blows them out of the water. Alright. Looks not terrible. Gen 1 IFVs, yeah. Update. They're not super important to us. Alright, and the armored brigade, which is just tanks. Yep. Good. Alright. So, what does this require in terms of equipment need? Artillery a bit, infantry equipment a ton, bit of mechanized and light mechanized. It requires both light mechanized and regular mechanized. Ooh boy. Okay. Interesting. What is light mechanized? APCs, light mechanized equipment, and I'm assuming that's regular mechanized equipment. Okay, so we'll need both of those at some point in the future. I think we can probably peel off a few here. We don't need more than 96 a day there. I think that's okay. Great, all this to improved artillery, which isn't too terrible of a cause in itself. But yeah. Can't you upgrade you tanks, or you have trains them to the new one? Sure. I'm pretty sure I can do that, whatever that was. You might want to check your fingers being allowed to keyboard keys there. You accidentally put a light mechanized division in. Oh, did I? Oh, well, that would explain some things. Mechanized infantry and light mechanized. Yeah, you're right. Okay. There we are. Not bad. Alright, so yeah, now it just requires mech motorized infantry equipment. Okay. Back off, APC. I mean, we'll have the resources to do this if we can conquer the DRC. This isn't an entirely unreasonable army. You know? This is an actual reasonable army we might just be able to construct in the future. And I guess we should probably finish off on these before we pump out any more. Yeah, our experimental IFV idea here. Because one thing to note, and you might ask, well, why don't fully motorized or slash mechanized slash armored things work in regular game? You'll notice these have HP 30. These have HP 2. This is actually a very iffy brigade in and of itself. Like with 8 HP, if it runs into a mince brigade, it'll fall apart. Like, it might break, then again. I shouldn't say that. Usually they don't have 100 breakthrough per tank. Like... And don't have that much soft attack either. So. They might just survive, but I'm probably going to actually want to mix them, aren't I? I'm probably going to want to mix in 3 modern tanks. Soft attack 68, yeah. I would say 3 rows of modern tanks and 2 rows of IFVs would be correct. I'm going to go with that. Yeah, that seems about right. And what were we going to need? Well, if we're going to be using this kind of thing, we definitely need logistics, and thankfully probably won't need signals. Definitely going to want maintenance company. Maintenance company and logistics are going to be important as all hell for getting all of our equipment through. Alright, we got Gen 2 IFVs now. Good. Get them producing. Okay. All right. Delete all orders. I'm going to give you both the order for front lineage. Also, an offense. You guys will get an offense line here. You guys will get an offense line here. Good. We're making our preparations. So we don't need to advance those yet. That's a little ahead. See where else we can put stuff. It's researching. A little more production efficiency. Slowly try and bring our IFV production up. The good news is we'll soon, very soon, be able to just stop producing artillery. Like, don't need much more. That's easy to say. Alright, so start upgrading to modern Gen 3 main battle tanks, please. No, this is totally a mod. Will there be events for China about the starting to see stuff? I have no idea, to be honest with you. Can't say that I can tell you. I've never played this mod before. We'll find out together. Alright. Well, either way, that's going to do it for today, folks. Thank you already for watching. This has been your lovely host, Keelman. Signing